10 The Simpsons predictions that came true. If there's one thing that we know for sure about the animated sitcom, The Simpsons, it's probably the fact that their predictions are always on point. It almost feels as if the writers of the show have some kind of special power that allows them to predict the future to a T, as they've predicted correctly even minute details about certain events. So today, we are going to take a look at 10 The Simpsons predictions that came true. Before we get started, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to our channel for more awesome content, and click on the notification bell below to be notified whenever we upload new videos. Now, onto the video. 10. Coronavirus Pandemic Prediction. Never in a million years did anyone think that the year of 2020 would bring us a viral disease that would quarantine us for months at a time inside our homes. A disease so infectious that you can catch it by merely being in close proximity with an infected person for just a couple of seconds. But, The Simpsons writers somehow managed to predict it, although with one small detail that's not exactly right. Airing in 1993, the episode titled Marge in Chains shows the town of Springfield being ravished by a mysterious fever after an infected factory worker coughed in a package that was later shipped to Springfield. Fans of the show immediately jumped to the conclusion after linking the parallel between what happened in that episode and what's currently happening with the world. And, if that prediction wasn't enough, another coronavirus prediction was shown in the Simpsons movie in 2007, where actor Tom Hanks was self-quarantining. And what do you know? Tom Hanks was one of the first celebrities who announced that they were infected with the virus early on, and that announcement came at a time where everyone was still learning about the severity of the virus. 9. Siegfried and Roy Tiger Attack Prediction. We all know that animals, especially wild and dangerous ones, are pretty unpredictable, but not for the Simpsons writers. The show managed yet again to puzzle everyone with a prediction that was shown during an episode in 1993 and came true almost a decade later. Siegfried Fischbacher and Roy Horn were two magicians and entertainers who were well known for their performances with tigers. Their career was booming, and they were asked to come to Las Vegas to hold their show. Things were going quite well for them, that is, until a show that took place in 2003 where a white tiger named Montcourt attacked Horn by biting into his neck and dragging him off stage. That attack severely injured Horn and led to the closure of the show. For the Simpsons version, everything about this prediction was spot on. The episode showed a white tiger attacking the two performers as an act of revenge for snatching it from the wilderness. 8. Autocorrect Prediction. We're all used to having the autocorrect feature switched on our phones. In fact, we don't think much of it most of the time, while other times we're minutes away from switching it off for autocorrecting every single word that we type. However, 20 years ago, no one would have guessed that we would own a smartphone with a touchscreen, let alone a smartphone that automatically corrects words that you type wrong. As always, The Simpsons managed to make that prediction as well. In an episode that aired in 1994, it featured Carney and Dolph in a school assembly where Carney asked him to write a note on his Newton smartphone to beat up Martin. The device autocorrects him and instead translates it to eat up Martha instead. 7. Three-eyed Fish Prediction. In the second season of The Simpsons, a mind-blowing prediction came in the form of a three-eyed orange fish by the name of Blinky that Bart caught at the old Fishin' Hole. Being near the power plant owned by Mr. Burns, the river became the dumping grounds for the nuclear waste produced by the nuclear plant. Much to everyone's surprise, more than a couple of decades later, this exact same event took place in Argentina. Fishermen in the city of Córdoba caught a three-eyed fish while fishing in a reservoir near a local nuclear power plant. The fish had the same mutation like the one in The Simpsons, and just like in the episode, this discovery has ruined any chance of the owner of the power plant running for local office. 6. Lady Gaga's halftime show. From wearing a meat dress to wearing a dress with spikes that look like it can poke someone's eye out, Lady Gaga is known for her outrageous yet out-of-the-box outfits. So, in an episode that aired back in 2012, The Simpsons featured the pop singer performing for the town of Springfield while suspended in the air. During that show, she was sporting a silver ensemble that's tamer than most of her stage outfits. Almost 5 years later, Lady Gaga performed at the Super Bowl halftime show with a performance that no one could have ever predicted but The Simpsons. Shockingly enough, she was also wearing a silver ensemble that has a striking resemblance to that of the animated sitcom. 5. The Nobel Prize Prediction. In the 22nd season of The Simpsons, the show featured one small detail that we're surprised someone noticed. The episode sees Martin, Milhouse, Lisa, and Database eagerly waiting to find out who won the Nobel Prize. And for a mere second, Martin lifts up a paper where the four of them wrote down their betting, and this is where things get interesting. If you pause on that frame and read Milhouse's bets, you will find that he wrote down Bengt R. Holmstrom as the person he was betting on for the Nobel Prize for Economics. 6 years later, that prediction came true when Holmstrom and Oliver Hart were announced winners for the Nobel Prize in Economics. 4. Smartwatch prediction. Just like how it seemed impossible for The Simpsons to predict technology the likes of a smartphone, they also predicted smartwatches. The episode aired in 1995, and it features Lisa, who had visited a fortune teller, and we were taken 15 years into the future where smartwatches are a thing. The show wasn't exactly spot on this time with all the details, as during the episode, it showed that the smartwatch had a voice recognition feature which wasn't available until 2014. However, we will give it to the show's writers this time as well for their amazing prediction. 3. All-you-can-eat restaurant sued prediction. If there's one thing that Homer Simpson loves more than sitting on the couch doing nothing, it would be his love for food. So, when Homer found the perfect opportunity where he can indulge in an all-you-can-eat seafood buffet, it's safe to say that he didn't hold back. After consuming incredible amounts of seafood, Homer gets thrown out by the sea captain, and he reacts by suing the restaurant for not keeping the promise of letting him eat as much as he wants. This became the exact same problem that a man in Wisconsin, United States, had while visiting a restaurant named Chuck's Place. The restaurant limited what he can eat after he consumed 12 whole fish and asked him to leave the restaurant after. He wasn't satisfied with the offer they gave him and filed a lawsuit against them. 2. The Game of Thrones prediction. The Simpsons are known for parodying popular TV shows in a hilarious way. But, there's nothing that tops their prediction for the Game of Thrones. In the episode, Homer revived a dragon that proceeded to light the village on fire, killing thousands of innocent people. If you've ever seen the disappointing episode of Game of Thrones where Daenerys Targaryen sets King's Landing on fire, despite them surrendering to her, then you probably know that the Simpsons' prediction was almost a carbon copy to what happened in Game of Thrones. 1. Donald Trump's presidency prediction. When the Simpsons writers wrote an episode where Donald Trump is the President of the United States, the episode was supposed to be nothing but an absurd joke. The episode saw how the United States hit rock bottom at the hands of the president. And well, what was meant to be a joke turned into reality when Donald Trump beat his opponent Hillary Clinton in the run for the presidency and became the 45th President of the United States. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell below to be notified whenever we upload new videos. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.